Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Priyam Thakuria, and in today's video we're gonna ponder about the question if we are truly listening. Guys, I personally learned a lot while doing the research of this video, and that is why I think it'll be really helpful for all of you guys. Do watch the video right till the end. Now if you guys are really with me throughout, if you like my content and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button. If you're new to this channel, also go and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Acha, so let's get started. So after the sudden demise of Sushant Singh Rajput, we have been all suddenly talking about mental health. We have been all suddenly talking about reaching out, helping out someone, and that's great. I feel really great about it. But what we need to understand here is that how do we better help someone? In order to better help someone, we have to better understand what that person is actually going through. We have to better understand where that person is actually coming from. We have to better understand his experiences. To understand experiences, the first thing that comes into our mind is that if we already have a previous experience as such, but then in most cases we don't, and that's not a solution to it. We cannot go ahead and try to experience those situations for ourselves. What we can do here is, the best we can do here is listen to that person tell you about his experiences and try to feel that situation. Now, why I continuously emphasize in each and every video of mine about listening is because there are two of the very big blunders and mistakes that we commit as listeners. First, we try to listen in order to reply. We try to listen in order to win an argument, and this is where we come out as the know-it-alls, and we do not want to be that. What happens here is that our brain continuously goes into a parallel zone. Parallel zone as in, we suddenly catch a word, we catch a phrase, or we catch a sentence out of the entire context that the person was telling us. Alright, and then we go into a parallel zone. In one way, we are doing is that we caught that word, phrase, or sentence, and we are rehearsing the reply to that word, phrase, or sentence. We are rehearsing what we need to tell them until they stop, after they stop. Alright. And on the other hand, we are listening to the other half of their story. What happens here is that our mind, cuts off at that particular point, and we do not understand the entire context of what that person was trying to tell us. And that comes as a barrier to fully understand that person and in a way fully help that person. The second most important blunder that we commit is that, and we all are really guilty of that. Most of us who are trying to actually help someone, we are also very guilty of it. And that is what I learned after the research of this video, and that is, we listen in order to fix. Most of the times we listen in order to fix. What you need to know is that if someone is coming and telling you that, alright, this is something that I'm going through and I'm not very happy about it, that person does not really want your solutions to it. What that person wants is to figure out his own solutions, to figure out their own solutions to their own set of problems. What that person wants from you is to listen to them and help them find their own solutions. Am I clear on this? Alright, so we now know the main two biggest blunders and mistakes that we commit as listeners. How we can be better listeners now. First of all, the most basic thing that we can do is keep an open mind. Keep an open mind to new ideas, new experiences, and ideas that are alien to us as of now. We really have to keep our mind open, and I did make a video on this previously. I'll put the link down on the description box below. And I explained it very well how a person was really alien to a new idea and he suffered because of that. We have to be accepting to new ideas and new experiences. Alright, the second most important thing here is that do not interrupt someone while he's telling you his story. It takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of flow to go through that. Do not interrupt someone just because you had to say something in between. Alright, if you do not understand something, here it comes. If you do not understand something in between, then also do not interrupt that person. Do not interrupt that person in between. Maybe not wait for him to complete the entire context of what he was telling, but then wait for him to at least take a pause. Then say something like this. Alright, hold on. this is something that I did not really get very clearly. If you could give me a better insight on that, come up with such questions only after he takes a pause. All right, the next important thing here is that suppose that person is telling you something and comes up with mentioning of some person or some particular thing. Like say suppose he comes up with telling you about Ram, a distant friend, and then do not come up with questions as such like, oh, all right, Ram, how is he doing, man? I haven't spoken to him in quite a while. Do not come up with such questions in between the conversation. That is not relevant to the conversation. All right, do not interrupt that person that way. Ask only relevant questions relevant to the conversation, relevant to what that person is trying to tell you. Ask questions only for clarity of understanding. All right, the next thing what we need to do entirely when we are listening to that person is try to feel that person better. Try to picturize the entire scenario, entire situation that that person must be going through, and that will give you a better understanding of the entire situation. All right, and the next important thing in order to have fruitful and meaningful conversations, and the last thing for now, is that try to give regular feedback. Try to put fill in the conversation with all of that stuff. All right, just to make the conversation a little engaging and not completely listening to that person dumbstruck. Just to ensure that person that you are keeping up with that person, you're keeping up with the conversation, and you really understand what that person is telling you. So that's all, I guess, and I hope that it'll help someone really. The next time we go out to listen to someone, we go out to have a conversation, it'll really help us, and we'll have better and more meaningful conversations. I hope that helped. If you did like the video, do hit the like button, do subscribe if you haven't already. Till then, have a great day. Let's meet in the next video. Stay happy and healthy. Bye-bye.